Welcome to Digital Literacy, Classroom Routines and Procedures, and Building a Digital Community. The transfer task for this module is Classroom Routines and Procedures for Effective Use of Technology Tools will be created and implemented to maximize learning time and provide each student in grades K-5 ongoing opportunities to utilize the tools to create, collaborate, communicate, and think critically as they connect to the world. In this module, the outcome for you, the educators, is this. At the completion of this portion of Module 2, Building a Digital Community, grade level teams will establish the procedures they will use for students to get out their Chromebooks, return their Chromebooks, take the Chromebooks to another location, partnering in K through 2, and anything else that you can think of that will make it a smooth transition for you to utilize this exciting technology integration with your students. And then you guys are going to be creating support documents like the charts you're going to use, any presentations you might have for kids. If you're going to craft a mini lesson, you're going to have all of these done today in this 1 hour module. The essential question and topical questions for this module is this. To what extent can a 1-to-2 or 1-to-1 learning environment contribute to the achievement of mission? And the topical question, what routines and procedures will I need in my classroom to ensure equity of access? At the end of this module, you will know the challenges you might face with 1-to-2 or 1-to-1 access, procedures and routines to manage Chromebooks in the classroom, and you're going to be skilled at establishing routines and procedures for Chromebooks in the classroom. The first part of the module is this. You're going to read the article. The link is here in the PowerPoint, or you can get it from the website. Read the article, highlight information that may help your team as you think about routines and procedures, and then you're going to share your highlights with the team. At this time, go ahead and hit stop and read the article and then come back. Thanks. Procedures and routines. This is a great reminder from Harry Wong. First, I hope that the article gave you some insight into what you might expect when you go to this 1-to-2 or 1-to-1 environment. So now we're going to talk about procedure and routines. And you guys, all I could think of was we need to talk about Harry Wong in the first days of school. So as you do anything, remember you're going to explain your classroom procedures clearly. You're going to rehearse your classroom procedures until they become routines. And you're going to reinforce a correct procedure and reteach an incorrect one. And importantly, you want to post these procedures in a prominent place in your classroom. And you guys, you want to get started with your Chromebooks on the very first day. So, as you're thinking about this with your team, when it's time to use the Chromebooks, what are the steps you want your students to take, and list those out. When it's time to put the Chromebooks away, what are those steps going to be? So you want to create something that goes with this for your kids, and then you want to be able to post this in your classroom, and you'll have time in this 1 hour module to put this together. Another thing to think about are 5 tips for classroom management in the 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 environment. This is another article we have for you, but think about, do you need to change the physical layout of your classroom? You might want to use the stoplight technique, and in this technique you have a red, green, and yellow stoplight, and picture your board with all of your learning for the day. You put the different colors of whether you're going to be using it or not using it during each of those learning experiences up on the wall like a stoplight. So red would mean we're not using it today, yellow we're going to get it out later, and green, go ahead and get out your Chromebooks now. Another cool technique that you can use in your classroom is what I did today, email. This is something where actually the students, in how our situation is set up, the kids can't email from home, but they could email from you, and then you would have a quick update of what they did and learned today at school. Another strategy is 1, 2, 3 Chromebooks on me, which you sometimes use for classroom management. And then a really great practice when you want to talk to the kids is to teach the kids the lids down or lids at 45-degree angle when you need them to stop working and look at you. So you want to think about your routines and procedures, and remember classroom management as you move forward. So we've thought about how we're going to get them out, how we're going to what are they going to do during learning, which might be the stoplight technique or the 45-degree angle technique. And then finally, you guys, you want to teach your kids the procedures and routines for caring for their Chromebooks. So what are you going to do right now? You're going to determine your procedures and routines. You're going to create that visual that you're going to go use with your students. You might want even create a mini lesson that you can use when you teach these procedures and routines to the kids. And then you're going to share via a Google Doc in the district digital community. This is from Module 1. You want to listen carefully to what Bill and Amy have to say about how you're going to set this up so you'll label it correctly and put it in. Just remember your transfer task for the school year. Classroom routines and procedures for effective use of technology tools will be created and implemented to maximize learning time and provide each student in grades K-5 ongoing opportunities to utilize the tools to create, collaborate, and connect to the world. You have 1 hour to put together your procedures and routines. Hopefully this will be enough time and you'll be ready to go when the kids come to school. Thanks.